Yeah, I gotta drop that.
I'm just gonna. Want me to hit this again?
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. Hit it.
On a remix.
2-2-tway.
Sing it.
Hello, mates. Hey.
All right, now we're in business, guys. Here.
2-2.
Oh, snap.
2-2. Icky.
Yeah. Season finale.
Scratch.
Right.
It's good. Joe. It's good. It's good. You right.
We born to die.
Joe. It's good. You right. Joe. It's good.
Okay, we here. Fuck is
No, like another one.
you know what I mean?
We got the trio back. My guy.
It's been a while.
My guy.
In acid.
Jones.
The one and only.
Yeah.
Jones.
One person.
Let's do this right, man. Let's do this right.
To the right of me.
You're done now.
It's good. You already know.
And to the left, man.
Joe.
2 times.
Joe. We born to die.
Jonesy.
Jonesy.
And in the building,
Those vessels.
and
acid.
Mr. Official.
You be seeing them clips.
In the
You
MF
be seeing them
building.
fucking clips. Y'all know what it is, man. So we here, man. Season finale and the season 2 action tonight. You know what I mean? How was your Christmas, man? Merry Christmas, man.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
You know what I'm saying?
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Word.
That includes the Hanukkahs, the Kwanzas, the
Word. That's
what else is around here?
all of those things.
You know?
Yeah.
Merry time with the family. Whatever you believe in.
Merry. Happy holidays and merry.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely, man. Like I had a good Christmas. Spent it with the family. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Things was good. Had good people. It was a vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds
And
beautiful.
you know how that go. How y'all do anything special? Anything? Or stay with the
It
family?
would-
Go
it-
anywhere? Or
it-
was like
I mean,
local?
I didn't do anything like crazy different, but it was special. It was a special time.
That's
we had a great
what's
time.
up. Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
That's what matters,
First time
man.
doing that.
That's what counts, bro. That's what counts, man. So if you ain't know,
And Shagamata Pot in the building.
Nip in the building. He just came through to say what up. He
came to say what up.
He's wilding.
He also came to say,
He's
hey.
wilding. He said, fuck your
He
show.
said,
right
hey, you. I don't like your podcast. No. He said, this is my
Go
nap
over
time.
there.
Go over there. Go sleep over there.
Go.
Go sleep over there so everybody can hear you snore.
Go. No. Well, lay down.
Come on.
Yeah,
Look,
man.
Look, I made your bed up.
There you go.
Go
Relax, B.
Later.
All part of the show here.
Yeah,
The
you know what I'm
Jones Hour,
saying?
man.
Yo, part of the finale, man.
Yeah,
You need to get
man. That
5
wouldn't be
seconds
right.
in.
It wouldn't be right, man. Yeah, man. So season 2 in the fucking books, man. I can't believe
I know,
it. I
man.
can't. This is episode actually 91 of the Jones Hour. So if you
Jeez,
see
that's-
actually one out of any of the first 91, we
Jeez,
appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the people that we worked with. Let's see, Moneybags, Rich Lucci, Jay Murder, Jay Stacks,
Or
Tony Malo, Dizzy Spades, Brazzy the Captain, Eli the Boss,
Gary Hoagies, man.
Fly High Hoagies, you already know.
Fly.
El Hoven Laveau.
Official.
I feel
The whole
like
FOH crew.
FOH crew,
crew.
word. Shout out Sheik. Shout out Five Boroughs. Is there anybody else?
There's few. There's probably a few. We don't got a
Shout out
list.
to
It's on top.
them, yeah.
Did we say Dizzy Spades?
Dizzy
Spades.
Spades. I say, yeah, you got a double now.
Word.
Barucci again.
Barucci just came through last week. I seen that them videos that dropped. Shout out to him. You already know. And
and you already know Marvelous.
Marvelous.
You already know Marvelous.
Shout out Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Always coming through.
Marvelous.
Checking in. Shout out my pops on the call-ins.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We faithfully.
Facts.
Everybody.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, we appreciate the love, man. Season 3 coming soon. You know, we'll get into that. But let's get right into the NFL. Man.
Niffle.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's live this week. It was live this week. I think we gotta start with the G-Man.
G-Man!
I think we gotta start with the G-Man. Heartbreaking loss. But Daniel Jones did prove something though. You know what I'm saying? To me, he did.
Yeah, no, and
to me, he did.
In my opinion, too.
And because the reality was with all the injuries that you said we've had, with all the subpar wide receiver core that we have, you know what I'm saying? Players that's our number 1s and 2s, barely is 3s and 4s on other teams, and you know he makes it work. You know what I'm saying? Saquon still doing what Saquon do and able to do that. I mean, it did look for a little while like he might have been a little banged up or something like that. But, you know, within these past 2 weeks or so, he's been able to, you know, step it up and do his thing. And then, you know, we was down 8. He was down 24-16. And it's the fourth quarter. And the game is on the line. And we need 8.
Who are you going to call?
My cousin.
Kirk Cousins.
No, Daniel Jones. No, not Kirk Cousins. No, that's who we played, that motherfucker.
Here we go. My cousin. Cousin.
So, Daniel Jones, nigga, motherfucker. Oh, yeah, fuck that one up. Okay, back to it. Rewind, yeah. Daniel Jones, man, he drove that fucking field. He got us that 6. We needed the 2-point after. He got us the 2 points.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he did it.
Yeah.
He made it happen.
Yeah.
And with everything being said, it's like, you know, one score, if the defense can keep us within a 1-score game, it's good. And if it's going to be 2 or more, it's got to be early. You know what I'm saying? To even give us a chance, to give our defense a chance. You know, we can't be down 2 scores maybe in the fourth quarter, but we could be down 2 scores, you know, in the second quarter. You know, and still be able to come back in the situation. You know what I'm saying? So I think Daniel Jones definitely earned himself another year with us. I definitely think that we win and we in. You know what I'm saying? We just need one more win.
No, 100%, and I agree with you with that. I think Daniel Jones is proven in my opinion to earn himself a spot with us.
Yeah.
For a year or 2, depending on how the Giants can go about it. We can't say how, right? Because I think our options are limited in terms of decision. You know, a decision being made with Saquon, Daniel Jones, and how you're gonna, you know, formulate a contract with no money, essentially.
Right. Yeah.
But I think he's, in terms of answering the question, I would keep him, because let's be real. I think I said the last time I was on the show, like, and you know, you guys gave me a little kickback on it because I know there was more to like their losses, but even when we're winning, like a huge reason is because of Saquon, because he's like our only offensive power, you know, secondary to Jones, right? Jones is playing with no receivers. His number one receiver right now, would you say is Slayton?
Basically.
Okay.
Or Hodgins out of nowhere.
well,
I guess you could.
Okay. Well, even if that, let's just say Slayton was going to be cut this year, early this year. You know, like everybody that he's throwing
like
to,
a practice field.
yeah, everybody he's throwing
that
to,
was off.
in any other team would not be playing, or would still be on the practice squad, or would be cut because of money or whatever. And that's what he's really playing with. All he has is Saquon. If Saquon don't do nothing, what else? You know what I mean? He's proven himself that, give him something. Give him something. I think he's earned himself another year or two. Hopefully 3.
Yeah, to see that
3 years, $30 million.
Yeah, no, I think I think what's gonna happen is they're gonna franchise tag him. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna franchise tag him and
sign Barkley?
Probably sign Barkley, but I mean, you could probably get Barkley at a decent price, hopefully, if he wants to be a Giant.
I feel like vice versa. I feel like you could franchise tag Barkley. It might be cheaper than a franchise tag on Saquon. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And sign Daniel Jones, because how many teams are really going to be hawking after him? Hawking. You know what I mean?
I mean, there's a lot of teams that look like that.
No.
Quarterback.
No, interesting. But if we say, yo, you stay with us, we'll give you 3 years, and you're a star quarterback, $10 million a year, guaranteed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with it.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, in terms
of
thinking,
how you go about
it.
How they gonna do it? You know what I'm saying? Because I definitely one of them is gonna get a franchise tag. I'm guaranteeing that.
It has to be.
You know what I'm saying? And then
it's either that or one of them's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately.
Wow. I guess we'll cross that line if that's what happens. You know what I'm saying? But still, it was a tough loss in Minnesota. Yeah, and he hit a 61-yarder, like his career long type shit.
It's always outside.
You know what I'm saying? It's always some make history type of thing for that to happen. You know what I'm saying? And but like I said, we still hold the fate in our own hands. All we got to do is win next week. We play the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
We play the Colts and the Eagles to end the season.
No Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, so let's play the Colts. Let's get that W. Let's wash them up, and guarantee ourselves a spot in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Where we're not looking at that week 17 or week 18 or whatever, how many fucking weeks there is now, matchup against the fucking Eagles as something that means something, and it's more like something like, all right, well, we're already in. You're gonna sit players, we can sit players too. You know what I'm saying? And
who else you gonna sit, bro?
Yeah, we give
our plays are in.
No.
I know.
Some
We have
people,
some
yeah. Wherever people could get a break at, and that's it.
I feel you.
And just go from there. So I feel like if we could do that, win this week against the Colts, we solidify a spot in the playoffs.
Which is very possible, brother. It's a stretch to say we could beat the Colts. Mm-hmm. The Colts are depleted, and their head coach is questionable. It's all very strange over there. Yeah, well, make it more easier for us to win, hopefully. Hell yeah. Okay, walk away with that W and own our own destiny right there. Because we can't afford a loss. This will be an ultimate fall apart. You know what I'm saying? If we don't win, and we don't make it into the fucking No, it would suck, man.
Yeah.
It would suck.
Mm-hmm.
Jaguars?
Wow. Hit the button.
Which button? What are we doing?
The orange one, yeah.
Okay. That route.
You see now.
I don't know what route we were.
So many of y'all might have seen. Well, if you don't know what that drop is, that means you fucked up. So we have a you fucked up moment of the week given to the Jets and Zach Wilson. I think they got to share it. I don't think it's just one or the other. So you play the Jaguars. You know what I'm saying? A battle of number 1 and number 2 picks. You know what I'm saying? Between Trevor Lawrence and Zach Wilson. Almost a must-win game where you're looking at your schedule as the Jets and thinking like this is a game that you can win against a team that's looked like they were struggling, but actually have been on the come, within recent weeks in terms of
actually a must-win game for them too. In a sense.
To keep their hopes alive. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, take control, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah,
the number one spot
of their division.
Yeah.
in the AFC South. So so they had a meaning to this game, and they definitely played with a will to win.
A plane versus a cat.
Yes, and Zach Wilson, bro. It's like the reason why you get you fucked up moment of the week is how bad you threw so many passes, bro. And like, they're running away. You wanna in a direction. You wanna throw it like ahead of them. So like they're catching it as they're running in stride and able to make a football move or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You threw so many passes behind your receivers. Marvelous was good.
Marvelous.
He was good. Or by doing that, throwing them and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's horrible, So I don't understand how you're able to make some of these like dramatic plays and throws, where it's like you see the glimpses of like potential in this kid by some of the plays that he makes. You know what I'm saying? But these simple in the pocket passes, you know what I'm saying? The shit that's supposed to be easy. He's not doing.
And that's literally been his problem.
Yeah.
Like his whole issue has been that.
Yeah.
And wilding out when he escapes the pocket. When he escapes the pocket, it's like his only option is the deep route.
Mm-hmm.
Like throw that shit mad deep.
Yeah.
That option. And it's like putting the ball in jeopardy every time.
Mm.
They keep referring back to like everybody's talking about Zach Wilson, they keep referring back to because when you listen to Salah talk about it, I want it's to get him back to what he was before that New England game. Yo, maybe the two games were the outliers. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of vice versa of everything else being the outlier. Like, this is not him. Nah, man, this has been his issue the whole time. You've been trying to fix it. No, you can't. Like, and it's just like simple shit. Like this dude fucking Mike White doesn't do anything fucking spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't do anything spectacular. They have spectacular talent on their team. So Mike White makes the fucking regular plays, and the fucking you just kind of let them do what they gotta do. The other Wilson's a beast.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This dude before he got hurt was a beast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
beast, yeah.
Mm-hmm. You just let him run and do anything.
Mm-hmm. That kind of probably took a little bit off of him as the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Having somebody like Hall there that was able to eat up some of the, pressure and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But
you think
he got subbed out by like a third string, like off the straight dude. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, once a team starts doing that, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're inept.
This shit is like lasagna. There's layers to this, bro.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it's everything we just said, right? And then this dude gets subbed in, and it's like the whole team is playing for this dude more, for him than they did for the whole season, bro. They just went on a whole drive. The dude started doing like 45-yard runs and shit.
Mm-hmm.
He made a crazy ass throw and completed it, bro. The shit was like a sidearm slingshot, weird ass throw.
Yeah, I know, but he was throwing lollipops out there though.
No, he was bad, but the team looked like they played for him.
Mm-hmm.
It's like now now there's been enough games that you've seen it that you could see how like the players are when they're running their routes and all that. You know what I mean? When Zach Wilson's there, it's like obviously I don't know if it's actually, but they look more defeated. Mm-hmm. They kind of expect things like that. Confidence is not there.
I think you know what the underlying thing is, because when this sort of thing happens, more or less it's something that's going on in the locker room. You feel what I'm saying? It's a locker room issue amongst themselves about like why they don't really want to fuck with this kid or choose not to, play for him or go hard for him, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And I think it probably comes down to Zach Wilson himself not putting in work. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe he's not going hard enough in the practice, or maybe he's not. You know what I'm saying? He got this pretty boy look image. You know what I'm saying? And he's thinking like, what he's been able to do with the bare minimum, in his life has gotten to where he's at right now. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you just actually applied yourself and gave a fuck, you know what I'm saying? You really could be one of these top-notch players. You know what I'm saying? But if you're not going to put the work in, you're not going to get the respect of the locker room. You feel what I'm saying?
And I feel you.
And that's what I feel.
I feel you. And that's 100%, plausible. Like, that could definitely be it. The only thing is that, man, people have already come out and said things in the locker room. You know what I mean? About certain players, you know what I mean? And how they are, and changes have been made. My thing is that it's been consistent that they, they're not saying that about him, about his character, really. But it's the on the field stuff, and it could be the practice stuff, and that's the shit that they do see. You know what I mean? That's why they're like, nah, he's a good guy. He's just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like trash right now.
Nah, I know.
But like, I don't know, man. I just think his career's over. I think his career's over with the Jets. He might, he might get another shot probably because he's so young. Sam Darnold-esque type of thing going on. I think his career's, this is my opinion, I think his career's done with the Jets because they're almost ready, man. Like, they're almost there. And I think they have a small window. They have these players, they're young, kind of in their primes, good contracts. You could acquire some pieces.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? You kind of have a small window. I don't think that you have this kind of team. Like, you have like 3-year window is what I'm saying. And if you can roll the dice and go with Zach Wilson, but I feel like it's already proven. How much more can you do for him? You already, like, it's not a solid thing. It's not a
like I said, like what I'm not to cut you off. No, but what I'm trying to say is like it's a Zach Wilson thing.
Yeah,
it's him.
Yeah, like
it's like it's just him. It's like, like if you want to really be an NFL quarterback, like, dog, you better start putting in the work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You better start waking up at whatever time you need to wake up and putting in that extra work. Hollering at your wide receivers, try to get a rapport with them, see if they want to come through a little early or on an off day. You know what I'm saying? So you could run some routes and get some, familiarity with them and going and shit like that. Take them out to dinner or do some shit like that. But, this is what you hear quarterbacks do. Like, oh, we won this game and shit like that. I bought my whole O-line of fucking Rolex.
Rolly. Yeah, word.
You know what I'm saying? That's that's like what? What's a Rolex? Like 12 racks? 15 racks?
Depending where you.
You know what I'm saying?
Depends.
Whatever, man.
Depending
you know
on his
what I mean?
contract.
You know what I'm saying? So he just spent 45 racks.
I don't know, man. I found it crazy that, like, he was
60 racks.
I found it crazy. He was so bad that he had a Fugazi, Taysom Hill get in the game and gave him life.
Yeah, man.
I was like, who the hell is this dude?
Yeah, I know. But whatever, bro. But Zach Wilson and the Jets, because the Jets, now what you've really done, the reason why you fucked up, man, is because you really just,
they tried
kill this whole kid's thing. And this is not the first time this has happened with you now. You know what I'm saying? You have multiple from Sam Darnold before this. You know what I'm saying? Mark Sanchez. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Jets culture doesn't really breed quarterbacks. When was your last quarterback? Joe Namath?
No, that was
Boomer Esiason? Yeah. Who's this cat that he was on there and he went to the Dolphins after? Damn. White boy. I can't remember his name.
Sanchez?
No, he's white. Nah, man. But him, too.
Mm-hmm.
He went to the Dolphins.
Matt Thompson?
Matt Thompson. No, Chad. Dude, that's what I'm talking about. Chad Pennington. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Neil O'Donnell.
It's really been tough.
You know what I'm saying?
It's really been tough, and I don't know what how they're evaluating, but they have a serious issue because Justin Fields was on the board. How do you think the Jets look with Justin Fields right now?
As a formidable team, and they know it. You know what I'm saying? But
just saying.
You know what? I mean, it is what it is.
It is.
It is what it is.
It is.
You had the option on that pick. The only one who wasn't available was Trevor Lawrence. That's who wasn't going to get.
T-Law.
Terrence.
Law.
That's from one of our old clips. Check out the Jones Hour. Hit up that. That's on YouTube.
Good plug.
You know what I'm saying? Hit
Good
that
plug.
subscribe to Jones Hour on YouTube.
Mm.
You know what I mean? But let's
run through.
Yeah, let's go. I got the games right here.
Me tree.
You know what I'm saying? Let's go through them. Ravens with a big win and still no Lamar Jackson.
Yep, go Blood win.
Yeah, so they're looking like they're definitely in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Lions fuck up. You know what I'm saying with the Panthers. You know what I'm saying? The Lions had that opportunity, to really try to make some noise and squeeze into one of those little wild card spots. With a W, considering everybody else lost. But
the NFL's fucking crazy.
Yeah, they wound up losing. Every single team in the NFC that was supposed to that's right there competing with each other, every single one of them lost.
That shit is crazy.
Every single one of them.
To the Panthers. Yo, it's crazy.
To the Panthers at that. You know what I'm saying? Chiefs deal with the Seahawks. Seahawks try to come out gangster with no shirts on in the 10 degrees. I think they were scaring somebody, and Mahomes just was like, here, hold that real quick.
My homie.
MVP Mahomes. I'm going to go on the limb right now. And
thank you, Pat.
It's definitely coming down between the Bills and the Chiefs.
Rematch?
In the AFC.
Rematch?
Definitely. You know what I'm saying? If they're the number one and the number two, you know what I'm saying? And it plays out that way, they won't see each other into the AFC Championship game.
It's looking like that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you right now. I'm scared, bro. I'm scared because I really want to root for the Bills. But the eye that I see right now,
Chiefs look like a more solid team.
They just look unstoppable on offense, bro. They really do. You would have to have
pretty good on
one of those Bills players, like Poyer or whoever it is out there, have to make a big play.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You have to force some sort of turnover or stoppage. You know what I'm saying? For that. But, Chiefs, big W. Bengals with the big W. Joe Burrow, Cincinnati, they looking real tough.
Mm-hmm.
Saints beat the Browns. Nobody really cared about that game. We already went over the Giants. Bills smacked the Bears.
Mm-hmm. The Bears.
Yeah, they had nothing for them. Texans with the shock and upset over the Titans. Texans being like the worst team in the league. Titans, I think no Tannehill, and Texans able to
I know that's crazy.
Texans able to
1914. That's crazy.
Yeah, they able to capitalize on that.
Niners
with a big W. Over the Commanders.
Cowboys.
That was big for us.
Jesus Christ.
Cowboys. They come back against the Eagles, and that was no hurts though. That was a hurtless Eagles. Right?
Hurtless.
Yeah,
I think
So
Gardner Minshew.
Yeah. So I don't know. A win is a win, but that's not the Eagles team.
And that's crazy.
And Dallas, Dallas needed a miracle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So we see what that goes like.
Raiders, Steelers.
That's a big one. Steelers hold on. The Raiders, they had an opportunity, like they've been on a little streak to be closer in the contention of the wild card in the AFC. Mm-hmm. And this was just another big loss. You've seen Josh Jacobs mad after the game, he's having a great year for like the second or third in a row, quietly. You know what I'm saying? Only real fantasy owners know about that. Mm-hmm. Only real fantasy owners know what Josh Jacobs has been doing all year.
Josh Jacobs, I have a Schmidt.
His name is my name too. Yeah. Packers upset the Dolphins, I feel. I think that was a big win for them. Tyreek Hill only got 14 points that game. That game had me on nerves for fantasy based on the next game when the Rams mollywopped the Broncos.
51. Who thought they was going to put 51?
The loss was so bad they wound up firing their head coach today.
51.
What's his name? Hatchett.
Mm-hmm.
I think his name is Nick Hackett. Hatchett. Maybe. Damn.
Taylor
Hackett?
No, I don't know. I was guessing.
Oh. Look up the Broncos coach.
Yeah, I might as well just do that. Start looking for the thing.
What's going on over
here?
What
word? Nathaniel
Hackett.
Nate.
Yeah.
Nathaniel. Nate, not the great.
Yeah.
Hackett.
He was eating a Frank.
Hatchet. Hackett.
Eating a Nathan Frank, and it was a wrap. Yeah, so he fucked up. But you know, the reason why I was on edge because the person I was playing. Shout out to the real top 5.
Top 5
fantasy league. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, run by yours truly. You know what I'm saying? Where we got Kush in it. Where we got Barucci in it. Where we got Marvelous in it.
Marvelous
could have had Wisdom in it, but he was fronting.
Wisdom.
Scared to death. We got my pops in it. We got me in it. You know what I'm saying? Real love over here in this league. You know what I'm saying?
Fine.
We got the BX in the building. You know what I'm saying? My old building, my old hood. Shout out to Sam.
The old building.
The old hood. You know what I'm saying? So I was playing my man Robbie, and I wound up winning by less than 3 points. Shout out me. Shout out to me. Give me an applause, man.
Sure.
I'll take all of it. Pause. Yeah, we got back-to-back Super Bowls right now. Going to the Super Bowl for the second year in a row in my league. After never making the Super Bowl in my league. Because this league has been about, can we say about 5 or 6 years at least? Something around that range.
Yep.
6 years.
Just about.
Maybe 7. You know, this might be the 7th year. Yeah, but we've been doing it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how that go. To finish out the rest of the games real quick, Bucks winning overtime, and then tonight we got the Colts and Chargers. Shout out to Marvelous and Flawless, who's still playing. Player's still alive. Marvelous really need, I think he need about 40 just to catch up, but he might be able to do it. He might be able to do it. He's still got a little bit of percentage, but he needs Eckler to have the game of his life.
Oh, a Keeler.
Yeah, and he needs Dicker.
Excuse me?
Dickler.
No, is it Dickler or Dicker?
I think it's Dickler.
I think it's Dickler.
I think it's Dicker.
I think you want it to be Dicker.
Maybe it's Dickler. Dickler the kicker.
The Kickler.
No, the kicker.
Dickler the Kickler.
No, you guys are getting it wrong. He's a kicker. He's a kicker. Oh, Marv needs him to go off too.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this. I mean, Eckler is very possible for him to drop like 38 real quick.
Word. Now let's go over these picks and let's see the picks. Let me see some of those games.
As it being the
I actually tallied our.
Are we finishing off here? This is where it ends. As the season finale?
No, I mean we could put it in for next week's games as really season finale. Maybe somebody could come back and they could change the standings. We put next week's games.
But how are we gonna finalize it on next season?
Yeah, next season. We'll have a Hot Wing season, a Hot Wing episode, part 2. Hot Wing episode. Feel me?
Okay. I mean, sure.
That's what we did last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. We put the picks in and then we went over it after after we came back. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, we wait for Ant. We having a little camera issue real quick.
Little TD.
Yeah, but it was a real crazy week in terms of football this week. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look, like I was saying, when we were saying before, with Washington losing, Seattle losing, Tampa actually winning, Green Bay actually winning, Washington, Seattle, and Detroit. Detroit lost. You know what I'm saying? So them losing actually kept it where it was exactly where it was at for us. You know, in terms of the lead that we had. You know, so it didn't change with us losing as well, with all 3 of those teams losing. But then you have Tampa and Green Bay coming back as winners. You know, I think Tampa might still to win their
so they're
win their division.
Yeah, Tampa's first in their division right now, but at 7-8.
At 7-8.
But what the Panthers doing, they're at 69, and they doing their thing.
And they might play each other at the end of the season. So you know. That their spot is solidified, so you know they needed to win, and then Green Bay also Washington already has that division locked up. I mean, not Washington, Minnesota has that division locked up in the North.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel that
12-3, a weird 12-3 team, but 12-3 nonetheless.
Yeah, 11-0 in one-score games, which
that's crazy.
I mean, the Giants are second wins this year because we got like eight, and one tie, obviously, with the tie. So we much all our wins is like one-score games. We keep it close, or at least have been able to,
right,
and get some timely plays on the offense and defensive side. But just the Giants being able to control their own destiny this week against the Colts, I think is going to be big for us. And can we get those tallies?
Yes, sir.
Let's get the tallies going. And then I don't remember who was the first pick. I don't remember.
Tallied up the remaining game that you had for week 11, because you were the only one that wasn't done on week 11, and then our scores for week 12, and at the end of everything, Jones 2 points, Kush, you have 66 points, and I have 55 points.
66, 55, 52. Yeah, we have to have another last one right now. You know what I'm saying? Because Kush say, well, you're pretty much locked in as first or second. You know what I'm saying? But it could be between me and Ant. If Ant puts up 9 and I only get 1 point, if I only get my 1 point thing right, you know what I'm saying? You would beat me by 1, Ant. I'll be the loser. So we definitely got to do that, right? I think that's fair.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
Right? Because right now, Ant, you would lose.
Yeah.
So we don't want that, right?
Well,
I don't want that.
Of course.
I personally don't want that.
No. Let's keep it going.
All right. Who's going first? I went first last week.
I went last.
Also, then it's got to be my turn to go first then. If you went last, because now you went second. So I go first. Let's put it in. The picks are in. Picks are in. It's week 17 NFL. Let me see. Well, I already know what my 3-pointer is. It's the G-Men. It's the G-Men. Because I ride with my squad. So I'm making them the 3. For my 5. Hold on. 5. Wow, that's a big Monday night game. For my 5. Damn.
For your 5.
For my 5, Jacksonville.
Interesting.
Jacksonville over the Texans.
Lock it in.
Lock it in. Jacksonville. The Jaguars. Keeping up that winning streak.
All right, so Jags, Giants, and
then my 1-pointer. For 1 point, ladies and gentlemen, I'm taking the 49ers over the Raiders. My 9 is in. It's loaded.
All right.
All right, then.
And it's Kush's turn.
Christensen.
Damn it. Bastards.
Can I take all your picks? I don't care. I don't care about you neither, Anthony.
Ooh, that's harsh.
I guess as my 5.
I mean, your picks. That's harsh. Did I hurt you? Did I hurt your feelings, Anthony? Did I touch your soul? I don't care.
As my 5, I'll take the Chiefs over Broncos.
Chiefs. I seen it. I was going to take it. I seen it.
As my 1.
Bengalis.
My 1.
Throw some balls.
As my 1-point player, I will take the Jets over the Seahawks.
The Jets
over the Giants. Yes.
Wow. That's a reach.
All right, so it's
See
Chiefs.
what I'm doing here? You see what I'm doing here?
Don't touch me.
I'm reaching.
Don't touch me. Do me a
You
favor.
guys said this last time.
Do me a
If
favor.
I'm not mistaken, there.
All right, go for your three. Go for your three.
Like tree.
Go for your fucking three already.
Tree. Big tree.
One of them.
You took Dolphins?
I did not take the Dolphins.
I'll take the Dolphins over the Patriots.
Okay. And
All right. You already know.
no, we don't know.
What you need?
His phone.
I got it.
He's got it.
I got it right now.
You got it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, bro. We're ready.
Okay. I am going to go 5-point game. I'm going Eagles.
Nice.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Nice.
All right, my 3-point game. I am going. Taking Slim Pickens over here.
Excuse me.
Slim
taking the
Pickens-
Steelers?
Slim Pickens
Oh.
over here.
So you going Kenny Pickett?
Yeah.
My
Pickens.
3-point, I'm
Nice.
going Vikings over Packers.
Wow, I like it.
And then
I like
for my 1-point, I'm going Ravens. Actually, no, I'm not going.
Yeah, don't do that.
You should actually flip them. You should go Ravens with the 3 over the Steelers.
Bills over Bengalis
As
Nice.
your 3?
as my 1.
As your
Nice.
1?
Yeah.
So what's your 3? Vikings over the Packers?
Yes.
Over the Steelers?
No, didn't I pick? So I went Eagles 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You went Vikings 3.
Is it the Vikings or the Ravens for 3? Vikings 3.
Vikings 3.
And the Bills 1.
Bills.
And there you go. Lock it in.
Lock them in.
Ching. Fucking Fort Knox.
Madlocks. Padlocks. You would need Matlock. And Robocop. Bars. Nigga. Fuck out of here,
Bars.
son. Fuck out of here, son. Alright, so that's enough for the NFL.
Nipple.
Let's get into
For the year.
Yeah, let's get into let's go a little off course real quick. I feel like we need some hype shit right now. So let's go into a top 5 real quick.
Top 5.
What? More fire. You done know. Yeah, man. Top 5 end of the year
What we got,
session. So I got the top 5 hip hop albums that dropped in 2022 this year. You know what I'm saying? Top 5. Are y'all ready?
Let's do it.
At number 5, we got Lloyd Banks, The Course of the Inevitable, Part 2.
Mm.
Matter of fact, before I start, sorry, rewind. Top 5.
Top 5.
Yes.
Top 5.
Before I start, this is my opinion of these albums this year. You know what I'm saying?
It's not
And so
officially ranked.
It's not a ranking. This is my ranking. You know what I'm saying? So all of these albums is quality this year. All these albums I feel were extremely buzzing as soon as they dropped. You know what I'm saying? With fans going crazy and whatnot. And I think they also, just lyrically, the top 5 albums, were just bars this year. You know what I'm saying? When you think about what was dropping, who dropped. You know what I'm saying? All right, so back to it. Number 5, Lloyd Banks, The Course of the Inevitable, Part 2. Number 4, Benny the Butcher, Tana Talk 4. Number 3, Kendrick Lamar, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Number 2, Pusha T, It's Almost Dry. And of course, number 1, Nasir, King's Disease 3. That's the top 5 albums by Jones Standard for the 2022 year as we close and end season 2 of the Jones Hour. What? Make some noise, y'all. What?
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 Turn it up.
What?
Turn
What?
the fuck up. Turn it the fuck up.
What?
Word up, yo. I want to give a shout out. Let's get into a little trending now. I want to give a shout out to Messi and Argentina.
Oh yeah, man.
A shout out to Messi getting that World Cup. You know, I think, you know, and when you think of what his resume is, it was kind of like the one thing that he was alluding. You know, it's like
How you say?
when a player finally gets that
Como se
ring.
dice?
When a player finally, when a player finally gets that ring, like they have, you know, they got the MVPs and the All Stars. You know, yeah, shit like
Solidified,
that. And
put in
you
cement.
you finally get that ring.
Gold jacket?
Yeah, the ring.
Finally did it.
Is it a ring?
Yeah, well, whatever it is.
I think it's a cup.
Trophy.
They get the
It's not a cup. It's a trophy.
It is a trophy cup.
It's like a trophy. There's no cup on the trophy.
There's no cup on the trophy. So you can't drink out of it?
No.
I don't know.
No, it literally looks like like it's like that. It's like a ball on top.
It's a ball. Spherical.
No, her loss, nah.
You can't do
none of that.
anything with it. But apparently it's
We ain't got none of
expensive.
that on the list.
21?
21.
And Drake and
Jersey?
21.
Yeah. They could be number 6 on the list.
Yeah, 6 guys.
6B.
I was going to give an honorable mention also to,
Yeah, I knew we had a 6.
to AZ. AZ had a fire album this year. Can't think of the name of it right now. But I do have it in my phone. And I was definitely bumping it. Yeah, but shout out to Messi, like I was saying. Argentina, they got the World Cup. He got that last, you know, solidified milestone in his epic career. I mean, one of the greats, you know. But as they played France, you know, shout out Mbappe.
Mbappe.
You know, he looks like the new man. You know what I'm saying? The next one coming up. You know what I'm saying? As you see Messi end his career, this kid who had a hat trick in the World Cup final.
That was crazy.
You know, you could see that he could be the one that's actually almost like the passing of the guard in that game. You know? So shout outs to him. Also trending on, you know, everybody was talking about it, you know, Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion and shit like that, which has been a crazy story. I mean, it's crazy that it's gotten to this far. I mean, it's crazy that whatever they did, you know, caused her to be shot in the foot, if that's basically what happened. You know what I'm saying? But you know, they basically found Tory Lanez guilty. You know what I'm saying? Of the shooting, which means, you know, they're talking about jail time and deportation. Which, if deportation is on the table, you're serving your jail time first. You know what I'm saying?
I think it has
like
more
you get your jail time first, and then you get deported. So you're gonna do your time in American jail, and then you're gonna be like, "Ah, we shipping you to wherever you're from and shit."
Canada.
Yeah, I think it has more to do with it. I think was it a legal weapon?
It was not a legal weapon.
Not a weapon, but they didn't he lied about it.
But I
mean,
mean,
it has more to do with him being.
Yeah, I know, but this is where the shit gets me and shit like that, because I don't know, because like, I mean, you've heard so many reports, but there was like one report that said, like, you know, he had no gun residue, and there was no evidence of a male shooting the gun. You know what I'm saying? That's what I had seen as a report. So it's like, if that's what the evidence states in the situation, and that's what you have there, I don't know how you could accuse this man of shooting her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there is another female or two or something like that in the story that was in some sort of part of the beef. Though. You know what I'm saying?
There has to be more, though.
And it's definitely some other shit that's been going down with that. You know what I'm saying? So,
because it's high profile too, so like they.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it definitely became high profile with that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's gonna happen with it, but you know, the sentencing is supposed to be next month. He's been remanded, so he's still in jail. He's still locked up. I don't know if they're gonna let him post a bail or bond real quick. You know what I'm saying? In terms of you know, getting some sort of freedom before the situation is over. But I mean, this is also on in Florida, right? California? I think it's in California. I think it's in LA. In California, they don't play with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Every state is different.
Nope.
And California is not one of those states that play around with that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like a domestic dispute on another level. You know what I'm saying? In their eyes, you know? Like, I don't know what's gonna happen with that. But Yeah, let's move on. Yo, let's do a blunt yeah.
Blood, yeah, scut, yeah.
It's cause you already know.
Skun yeah, blunt yeah.
Skunk yeah, blunt yeah.
Brought to you by
Blunts
and skunts.
and Pepper Pot.
Pepper
The
pot.
official Christmas Day dish, okay?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true or not. It should
Yum,
be
yum,
enough.
yum.
What he said,
Let's make that happen.
America.
Skun yeah, blunt yeah. Last one of the year.
Uh-huh.
So let's do it. I was looking up the like top influential people of 2022.
Top influential page for 2022. I like it.
So
I like it.
there's an
I fucking like it.
like
like
there's
it
like
too.
a legit one
Mhm.
where like they throw in like Times Magazine and shit like that, but it's a whack one. We're not gonna
Yeah.
know a lot of these.
Fuck that list.
We're not gonna know a lot of these.
Yeah, just pick the ones you think you know.
No, so I'm actually gonna get a ranker. All right, so I'm gonna go to ranker.com and that's where I'm gonna pull the list from. It's a little bit more fun.
Okay, so we're not like the bottom feeders of time, but we're the bottom feeders of Ranker.
Yes.
Okay.
Sounds good to me. Let's go.
All right.
Blunt yeah, skunk yeah. All right. Sponsored by
Yeah.
The blunts and the skunts, bitches. What he said.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Jeff Bezos
Jeff Bezos.
or Elon.
Elon Musk. I think I'm smoking with Elon, man. I think the conversation will be better.
Yeah, so
Jeff Bezos might, he just might start crying over like, his ex or some shit.
Yeah.
Or
Some
some
tells me,
shit,
yeah.
I
don't know.
So I've heard podcasts with Elon. I don't know how much of a he doesn't
I don't know
conversate
much
that
about
much.
Bezos' personality.
Yeah, well, I've seen him talk before, and I feel you can hold up a conversation. But it's like I think Jeff Bezos is an asshole a little bit.
I don't know.
You gotta
You
be an
ask who I'm
asshole.
smoking with, and for me, just Blaze, man.
Like they
Just
both,
Blaze?
they both have spaceships. They both have that.
I'm smoking in the spaceship.
They
That's
both
what I
have
want.
it.
Like that's what we're doing. Like turn it on. Like let me feel like I'm levitating or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like totally cool.
Yeah, they both do that.
Uh,
But they both have like space stuff.
yeah. Who are you smoking with?
I think I'm going to Elon. Only because I heard reports this dude's an asshole.
And an answer?
I'm gonna go Bezos because you're
Yeah, okay,
I feel it.
Yeah,
I feel
Amazon.
it. You know,
Amazonian.
yeah.
flying that hot D cock rocket.
Wow.
Okay. All right, there.
Slow down.
That's
Buddy.
actually the name of it. You know
Happy.
Shout out to the House of the Dragon.
that?
Lady Gaga. Dolly Parton.
Wow, this one is kind of hard for me. Because I've recently seen Dolly Parton.
Personally.
Like on TV.
Oh.
She's not bad. She
Yeah,
like
gotta be
what?
Yo, she not bad. She like 70, dog. She
All
like
right.
70. Who's the other one though?
Lady Gaga.
Lady
Lady
Gaga.
Gaga. Lady Gaga, my dick in a box type shit. You know what I'm saying? You know? Well, isn't she in that video, right?
I don't
Isn't she-
I don't know. I
I
don't
don't think
remember.
so.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Maybe.
Do it. Yeah, man.
Isn't my dick
Look
in
at
a
it.
box?
That's SNL.
Justin Timberlake?
Yes. Yeah, she's in the video.
Oh.
Yeah, Lady Gaga. Yeah, I think I spoke with Gaga. I don't know. Dolly Parton though, man. She's
Lady Gaga's a New York City girl, a Manhattan chick.
yeah, I know that. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, outside of that, like, I would say Dolly Parton.
Right?
You know?
Yeah,
With
I'm
all
tempted.
respect, bro.
I'm tempted. Yeah.
If I got the opportunity to smoke with Dolly Parton, I'm taking that shit.
Yeah.
Way over
And she was a little, she was
way
a little
over the
freak
Lady
back in the
Gaga
day.
shit.
She was a little freak.
Why
She was
don't
definitely a
fuck
little
that?
freak. No,
It
she
always
was.
gotta be
bro.
sexual.
She was, man. She was definitely a freak, man. I looked up. She was like on David Letterman or some shit, and she said some like outrageous shit. Like yeah,
I fucks with their music.
I fucks with her. But still, Lady Gaga. I'm gonna smoke with Lady Gaga. Who you smoking with?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna smoke with Dolly only because of like the
The-
shit she'll
the
tell you. You know what I mean? When smoking and
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
legendary, bro.
Yeah, my shit is different.
Even though it's kind of tough because Lady Gaga is kind of like getting up there. which is legendary shit. Like she's up
No,
there.
yeah, no, she
Next,
is. No,
you
yeah,
know?
she's definitely a list celebrity and shit, whatever you want to call it. Go ahead. Next.
Taylor Swift.
Oh, my girl.
Britney, bitch.
Britney. You know what? I'm choosing Britney, but as like an intervention, like a smoking intervention. Like I feel like I can help this girl, bro. Like
With weed?
Yeah, like we smoke a blunt, we chill, we talk. She tells me her feelings. She probably trying to flash me her titty. I probably still look at the titty, but then I'm like, no, Brittany, no, don't do this.
Don't do this.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop
like,
it.
Yeah, like and then I help her out. And then I help her out. I'm like, no, you can't do this. No, don't go live. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Yeah, I try to help her, man. Try to help her get her kids or whatever the fuck she's doing. But I'm smoking with Brittany to help her. Britney Spears, I'm here to help you.
What was the options? Brittany and who?
Taylor
Swift. And I know it's choosing Taylor Swift.
Nah.
Don't take it because of my reasoning.
Nah, Taylor Swift is kind of kind of boring. You know,
Nah,
not really.
She got some long ass legs, bro. Them shits.
Yet again, it's sexual with you, man. Like
Whatever,
I rather smoke with crazy ass Britney Spears. I feel like that sounds kind of fun.
Kush, Taylor, or was it a Britney Sweet?
Nah, I think we're going Britney.
Britney Sweet?
Yeah.
Yeah, but mine is an intervention. Brittany, I'm trying to help you. You hit me up on the joneshour@gmail.com. You send me a message. I'll come through. You pay for my flight. You know what I'm saying? We'll parlay. I'll smoke some of that catty, icky, sticky. You know what I'm saying? We'll just talk it out, man. I bet you feel better, man. Law of attraction. Positive vibes. Okay, next one.
Lil Nas X. Joe Biden.
Whoa, that's a good one.
How many blood years this guy is?
Can I answer?
Right now?
Can I answer?
How many do we have?
Like you want to end it here?
No, because like if I said that, like I choose neither. You know what I'm saying?
I'm smoking with Lil Nas X.
I am not.
What?
I think you smoking with Biden.
I'm smoking with Biden.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I'm smoking with Biden. I would just.
I don't give a fuck about that.
No, I mean, no, I don't give a fuck. Here's what I give. Here's what I give a fuck about. Is that you want to do all that shit? Like, fine, do it. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
You have phones.
So why not?
You have people that are fans with you. Let me finish, bro. Okay. It has nothing to do with smoking. Nothing. You know what it has to do with? The Nas part of your name, you motherfucker.
Wow.
Don't little Nas it.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Do little something else. What's your name? Like, I don't even know his name. Like David. If your name is David, be little David X. You feel what I'm saying? Be that. Don't be little Nas X.
What about Lil Nas?
And try to exploit Nas's name and with the shit that you're fucking
exploit.
Doing. Hell yeah. That's how I feel. That's how the fuck I feel. You know what I'm saying? Controversy. I told you I was trying to be like you today, Kush. That's how I feel.
Exploit. That's.
Yeah, I said it. That's what we say here at the Jones Hour. That's what we do. We fucking blur the lines.
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is there another one?
Yeah, there could be a few more if you guys want to keep going.
Yeah, let's go. I'm smoking with Biden.
Yeah, I'm smoking with Biden too.
Smoking with fucking Biden.
Let's go. I just had it. Sorry. Let's go. Trevor Noah.
Oh, that's my dude.
Tyler Perry.
I'm smoking with Trevor Noah.
Interesting.
And who you smoking with?
Trevor Noah. That's easy.
Yeah, man. South Africa.
Yeah, I think I'm smoking Noah too. I think that's a sweet.
Yeah. All right. Next one.
That was tough for me though. Yeah.
All right. Let's do one more, man. Let's do one more. Season finale.
Selena Gomez.
Oh. Okay.
Zendaya.
Oh. Wow. Like
Selena Gomez.
like both. Can I have a both in
No.
this one?
No,
Just like
Zendaya's
how you got neither.
mad young.
Huh?
Isn't Zendaya like mad young?
No, she's my age.
Really?
And she's like 28. 27, 28.
Yeah, Anthony.
Look it up.
Let's look it up
I don't.
because that makes a difference.
Wait, who's Zendaya again? Is that the one that's in
She's the actress.
Spider-Man?
Yeah. She's 26. Or 96. 2 years, I mean.
She's 96. And how old's the other one?
Selena Gomez?
Yeah, how old is she?
She's probably older.
Yeah, she's like my age.
Yeah, now I'm picking Selena Gomez. I seen she been gone. That's another reason. You know what I'm saying? Like
She's 30.
yeah, she was having like a midlife crisis. You know what I'm saying? I had that. I've been there. At there.
Oh, yeah. She had like crazy health problems.
Yeah, and depression and shit. Like, I'm here for you, babe. So my girl watching this right now, I'm really here for you, babe.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, she was with Mac Miller and shit for a while. Like, I fucking love Mac Miller. So I
Was it Ariana too? Ariana Grande?
Was it her or
It was Ariana Grande.
All right, I don't know what the fuck I'm
Grande.
talking about.
You know. The fuck out of here, Anthony.
My opinion doesn't matter. Doesn't. I don't try to fuck people I smoke with.
Excuse me. That's dumb. Fuck was he thinking? You know what I'm saying? That's an old me. That's not me right now. I'm happy. I'm happily soon to be married and shit. I want to be a married man. Yep. I'm gonna be a married man.
Well timed.
That's it. And let's just get into Love Jones. Let's just get into Love Jones. We go through all the segments as we end the season finale right here. You know, all the shit that gets us the love from the people. You know, Jones always drops these jewels when it comes to love and romance. This is going to be a little bit different as we end the year. Some of you might actually go through this, and you don't even know that it's going to happen to you. You know what I'm saying? But we're always here to drop knowledge for you. You know what I'm saying? Drop these jewels and walk these dogs and represent wool and shit. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Stay away from these broke niggas, man. There's a lot of broke niggas out here, man. And this is what I mean by broke nigga. This is a broke nigga. You know, give you a couple of examples of broke niggas, man. This is a broke nigga right here, man. Saying got the Gucci and Louis. Saying got $8.75 in his account. And I'm talking $8.75. He can't even use a $10 ATM. He dripped out in Gucci and Louis, fake in the front. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get caught up. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that fake the front. There's a lot of people right now, and this goes for both sexes and shit like that, that they spend to want to look rich. And it's just dumb, bro. It's just dumb. You know? Because you're not really, one, you're not really getting anywhere like that. Two, you're wasting mad money because half of the shit that you buy automatically lose value as soon as you took it home. As soon as you brought it home and everything like that, you probably can't make a flip. You wear it one time, that's it. You know, all you could do is take all you could do is hope for is a portion of what you paid for it, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, there's some people about to go through this exact situation right now where your man and your shorty just broke up with you. You know what I'm saying? He just broke up with you for the holiday. And even, you know what happened? They didn't get you a gift. You know what I'm saying? They didn't get you one gift. They was like, yo, fuck this person. I'm not fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? And they let it rock. And your birthday was in January, and they missed that. Birthday was in January.
I love this hypothetical. It gets juicier and juicier.
Yeah, they missed that birthday.
They missed it?
They didn't hit you up.
And they were like,
damn.
let me wait an extra month.
Mm-hmm.
Let me wait
That
an extra
Valentine's
month.
Day came.
Yeah.
It passed Valentine's Day.
We're getting to February.
They didn't hit you up neither.
That brewery.
Then randomly in March, something happened. First day of spring.
St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day. Maybe it was an eclipse or something.
Maybe the groundhog said that we got no more winter.
Yeah, something like that. That's what happened. And they randomly hit you up. They just G'd you. They just G'd you out of 3 gifts. You know what he did? He did the trifecta.
Hat trick.
Trifecta. He just hit you off with no money. And then you know what else? When you do give in and he asks to chill with you again and you go and chill.
Netflix and chill.
No, you paid again. No, you paid again. You paid to go out. You know what he got?
You paid for the Netflix?
No. He didn't pay for the food. No, what I'm saying is he didn't pay for the food.
Okay. Oh.
You know what I'm saying? You know what he did bring though? He brought that little bottle. He brought that little eighth.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so he got like $60.
He got like $60 for the shit that he wants though. You know what I'm saying? But that food, he's like, nah, babe, yo, I got the bottle, we chilling, yo, just buy me a double bacon cheeseburger or something. You know what I'm saying?
Curly fries.
Curly fries.
I'm hungry now.
From 89 in Jamaica and shit.
That sounds good.
You know? Shit like that, man. Just pay attention out here, man.
So
pay attention. Go ahead. What that?
Yo, shout out to my bro. Fake it till you make it, baby.
Word.
Do what you gotta do. I know it's hard out here. We gotta put our head down, keep grinding. They don't know what it takes 24/7 to live in NYC, baby. So
great.
if you wanna go, with your Gucci hat, with your Balenciaga shoes, and your $2 and your Metro card in your pocket, and you just gotta go buy a bogey to meet up shorty. Do what you gotta do. What you gotta do, man.
I'm actually all for what Chris is saying. I'm just letting the other side know, like, you know.
No, be
you
smarter.
can't be on the fence on this.
No, look, be smarter.
I can't be on the fence.
You gotta choose a side, bro.
Listen.
I'm on Chris's side. I'm Christian. I'm Chris's side.
He's just saying.
All I'm just doing is putting the awareness out.
He's saying be smarter. I'm just saying work harder, baby.
Yeah,
let's do it.
That's it. I like the way that ended. Be
Do it,
smarter,
man.
work harder. Watch out for the brokies. You know what I'm saying? Word up. Now, a little gladiator.
Let's do it. Is it this one? I forget.
Yes.
Gladiator! Get back!
So we got a Christmas battle. We got a Christmas battle. Meaning since yesterday was Christmas. And we're gonna have Santa Claus himself versus the Grinch. Battle to the death. Santa Claus versus the Grinch.
I like this one.
Tail of the tape. Santa first. My man got the ill white beard.
The description of these people?
No, he
Santa.
It's a Santa. He
No,
probably weighed like
dog. Yeah.
he probably weighed like at least 350.
It's 350.
He's
but
probably like 6'2", 350.
that guy's
You feel
solid.
That's Santa, son.
Mm-hmm. He's like a Fedora Emelianenko. He looks
Yeah,
like he's like a meatball, but the
Mhm.
dude's like a straight up tree trunk.
You know,
Word.
you know the Grinch
Rides a
over
magic
6 foot.
sleigh. Got a magic sleigh. Shit flies and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, maybe he busting cats on that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then you got the Grinch. The Grinch.
6'2".
6'2" as well, but he's witty, he's smart. He's just not as fat. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So you know, he probably got the reach in the battle, but Santa Claus, you know, got the weight advantage. You know what I'm saying?
Which
Maybe
is
the
crazy.
Grinch is like 6'2", about 250, and he got him by 100. You know what I'm saying?
Like way faster with the hands.
Way faster with the hands. But the Grinch is he's brolic because he could lift a tree up a chimney. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Brolic shit like that. He got some magic powers too. So we gonna see in the Coliseum as they fight to the death. My homeboy Santa Claus and the Grinch. Who y'all got? Who you got? Who you got?
My money's
Based
on
off
the
of that.
Grinch.
Oh, so you got the Grinch.
Hell yeah.
That's
dog.
one for the Grinch.
Have you guys seen the movie Violent Night?
No.
We haven't seen it yet.
You haven't seen it yet?
Yeah.
It's great. I do recommend it. It's actually, you'll love it.
Violent Night.
Violent Night. It's about Santa.
Santa. Gangster.
Oh, Santa could turn up.
We'll put the information on the screen. He's recommending it.
All right.
Yeah.
Look, it's intense, man, and it's not to give too much away. Santa is not portrayed as like a super. You know what I mean? It's not like one of those movies where he's just like, yeah, I'm Gangsta Claus. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like he's actually supposed to be like Santa. He just like ends up in a situation. Santa getting in, bro. And that magical sack of his, no freaky,
busting off.
Yeah, man, he can whip out man different shit in there. He starts throwing puppies and shit. Shit is crazy. I'm
going Santa, bro.
I'm going Santa, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah. There's no way I could pick the Grinch over Santa. So.
And remember,
Santa fucking the Grinch.
Here's the biggest thing. What does Santa represent?
Christmas.
And yeah, but what is Christmas? Love, right? All that.
The winter solstice.
All that happy and great loving shit. And, you know, giving a gift and family.
Jesus' birthday.
He was born in July.
It's the whole Christmas tree thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Santa Claus thing.
No. But what was this? What was the Grinch's fault, man?
Yeah.
What was his fault?
Nothing. He's
No.
just trying to love Christmas.
No, man, come on. Y'all never see the Grinch, bro? He had a heart 10 sizes too small.
Yeah. It's mad small.
So what do you think the Santa is going to do? He's like, you never had a childhood, young man. Come here. And he's gonna whittle him a fucking little toy. He's gonna whittle.
And
then his heart's gonna grow.
Cry
and then the Grinch is gonna have a large heart. He's gonna have a heart.
Oh, I thought like he was gonna cry.
We take turns here. We take turns here.
Yeah,
this is still gladiator deathmatch.
Nah,
don't get it twisted.
I like it.
I
like it. I thought it was gonna be straight. I was going straight fisticuffs. I was going straight fisticuffs. You know what I'm saying? You was just
why I oughta.
Yeah, that's fine.
Why?
That's a fucked up way to go.
Yeah.
But
I like Santa.
I like it.
I like Santa as the favorite.
Oh.
I like Santa as the favorite in this.
What up, man?
Shut up, motherfuckers. Don't worry, Santa's real.
Second appearance in the show. Let's go. Grinch all day. We got Grinch. Got the Grinch on the
Team Grinchies.
Yeah, nah, I'm like I said, Santa putting in work. But that's a 2-2. That's a tie. We might have to put the poll up. End of the year poll. Who's winning? You know what I'm saying?
I like it.
All right, what's next on the menu?
I kind of fuck. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
Do that.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is that why you're here?
Rasta Claus.
Word. So I really want to get into the NBA. But before we do that, there's one thing I
got a gift for you.
There's one question I wanted to pose to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been watching, and this is pertaining to football. Okay. But it's actually, I'm dead serious when I say this.
Okay,
it might sound like it's a little bit outlandish.
We've
been watching football.
Mm-hmm.
And we're seeing the ramifications of Nathaniel Hackett today in terms of the Denver Broncos and whatnot. Is Sierra too much for Russell Wilson? Can he not handle Sierra? And it is now affecting his gameplay? Was his holy ass too, fucking celibate for that? You know what I'm saying? Like usually, like someone loses their virginity or something like that, they don't get it like the bomb first time. You know what I'm saying? You don't get a Sierra level type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know?
It's very rare to hit a home run at your first bat.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So maybe, maybe he was, like in awe. We got a call. Oh, it's Nick.
Oh.
No jail talk today. No jail talk today. Shout out to St. Nick and Attica. You already know.
Man.
Attica.
No, it's not something to cheer about.
No, it's a movie scene.
Oh, I've never seen that. My bad. Back to Russ. Back to Russ.
Do we have to go back?
Yo, is Sierra cool with a Kardashian?
Oh,
is she friends with one of them?
Does not really fit?
I don't know, bro,
Probably.
because I mean, look at how bad he's fallen off. You know what I'm saying? And I think maybe the beginning was just like he was just so sprung and in awe. You know what I'm saying? Of getting that. You know what I'm saying? That he had that little pep in his step and shit like that, and they were still doing their thing. But now, I mean, Denver has somewhat of a nice roster when you look at the players that he has around him, and he hasn't been able to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I think maybe Sierra's finding too much for him. I don't think he can handle it.
I don't think so. Oh. I think he's been falling off, and I think that it's just a product of what we've been talking about with pretty much all the other quarterbacks in terms of especially in this game of football, it's like everything is situational, and he had success in a situational setting with the Seahawks, and he won a ring out of it. Right. Went back to another Super Bowl situational.
Yeah, he almost won another one though.
Yeah, but it was situational football that should have made him have another one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right?
I don't know,
because he should have thrown it. Should have read it. I'm just saying, like there's.
But that's more on the play call. I mean, unless if he was gonna audible at the line and shit.
Well, I'm just saying though, but still threw it. All I'm saying is that I don't know. I'm not surprised by his downfall like this. I'm surprised that Denver couldn't make it work.
I am too.
But I'm not surprised in terms of what's happening right now. Or at least his decline. I don't think he's going to Sierra. I think he would have been on this slope. Where he is.
Well, it's something to think about as the season ends.
She's a siren.
This year. Yeah, man. But let's go baloncesto.
Let's go.
Baloncesto?
Yo, wait up. Hold on. Let me get this out real quick. Got the paper. For these nicks and dimes. What? Nicks and dimes. You already know.
Drop a dimes talking next, man.
Sponsored by dimes only.
Sorry, guys, we're gonna lock down the next part.
But
we're working on that.
But we got dimes on deck, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? But nicks and dimes, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? And I want to just, because it's been some time and we're gonna end the year. You know what I'm saying? Let's cover what was that 8-game winning streak and briefly go over what was the reason why they was winning, and then get into why we have a 3-game losing streak right now, and then see what needs to be done as we look into this maybe going into the second half of the season. You know what I'm saying? As we start approaching the All-Star break. I mean, when you look at the winning streak, one, we was winning on the road and on mostly, you know what I'm saying? We winning in Charlotte, we're winning backs-to-backs in Brooklyn, we're winning in Sacramento, then we beat Golden State at home.
Just add in our main three, put in that work. All averaging, I think, in that streak over 20.
Between Brunson, Randall, and Barrett.
They were averaging like over 20 points.
And also the defense in terms of locking teams down, almost only averaging like 100 points a game.
That's what we want.
Throughout that winning streak.
There was roster changes in terms of lineup changes.
Exactly. So the rotation would change. Finally, kind of what we've seen, even though there was a part of it that was kind of disappointing to me. And I'm actually going to bring that up when we get into the loss factor.
Is it the defensive lineup?
No, it's it's the benching of Cam Reddish.
Okay, I got you. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So in that mix up of the rotation, you sat Fournier, you sat Rose, and then you actually sat Reddish as well. You know what I'm saying? So those 3 players are basically out of the rotation, not really getting any minutes at all. And where it's helped us, especially on the defensive end, when you put in Grimes and you put in McBride, and you've got these bigs like Sims and Hartenstein rotating
offensive slumps, right?
Yeah. No, Mitchell and Randall. You know what I'm saying? It was just we was able to, because those 3 that you're talking about was having those big games, we was able to hide the loss of offense when those players were in, because those other players were having such good games, and those players were in the game. So when you had Barrett in there with maybe Sims and Hartenstein, you know what I'm saying? But you got him with Grimes and McBride.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You know, those three was really able to, you know, carry some of that offense, and anything you got from the other two was just a plus out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Quickly's been doing a great job.
Quickly, yeah.
He's been doing a great job, but I feel like
I think he
we
shoots
really
dramatically though. Go ahead.
he still has that crazy trigger mentality. It's tamed down from what we saw like early, but yeah, I agree. But you could really feel the difference of the presence of Derrick Rose of that bench. I feel like on an offensive standpoint, because the only reason he's not in the rotation is because of defense, because he can't do it. You know what I mean? And my fault, but Thibodeau said it. You know what I mean? He was like, look, you know, Derrick Rose is understanding. He knows why he's on the bench. You know, he's not himself no more. The injuries, this, that, and third. But his offensive part is what like we kind of see like those little gaps, man. D Rose, remember he was our like 6 man a year type shit. Remember last year?
No, he really was.
Yeah, he was doing like 6 man shit, real shit.
I think last year though, I think you can't compare last year to this year because I think only because he just the demand from him last year was so much higher that he just had to show up.
Don't compare.
You know? No, I mean no, not like that, bro. I'm just saying in terms of
the role. His role was different. I understand,
you know?
But in terms of like the direct, like what he put into it, in terms of like the points, like the offensive part about it for the bench. That's all I'm just trying to compare. You know what I mean? So we missed because he's not the only reason Thibodeau is not putting him in is because of defense, right? But you know, it's like, damn, bro, when you put in this lineup, you know what I mean? There is like we go through these offensive slumps, and there's like 10-4 runs. You know what I mean? Like 15, 2 runs, go happening in like the third quarter. You know?
Yeah.
And like it's kind of been happening a little bit, but all I was saying is that type of player we're kind of missing. And Derrick Rose was that for us last year, and his role has changed, obviously, because he has no, he's getting no minutes. But that kind of player we're missing. I mean, if Cam Reddish could have done it, you know what I mean, consistently, I'm sure he would have been in because he's pretty solid defensively, I think. Solid-ish, you know what I mean?
You know,
so he's being in the rotation, but I think his inconsistency offensively is what has him on the bench. Not saying it's fair because I know he's kind of. I feel like Reddish is that unfair shot.
No, I mean, you gotta, I don't think it's fair. I don't think there's nothing about that. I think what just happened is that Tibbs himself was just finally trying to find the rotation. Yeah. I'm happy he did it with this. And then once he started seeing results, it's like, we're winning. We have to stick with it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm not saying like it's no fault. It's like no fault of his own, really. Like it's just a bad situation. It's been a bad situation when we acquired him. Because when we acquired him, we were like, okay, that's cool, we got him, but we were also going to fit him. Remember? As soon as we got him, it was like, oh shit. Well.
But in terms of Reddish, I always felt like he could be a 1-2. He could be like that dude.
RJ.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, yeah.
Moving RJ to the 2, or then they could basically intertwine as the 2 and the 3. You know what I'm saying? With Brunson in the lineup as a starting 1.
Okay.
But I like what happens with Grimes in the lineup starting. As well. I think the jump shooting has been a big factor in terms of hitting the threes and the outside shots. I think that's what really kept a lot of teams honest for us, and actually in that spacing of being able to hit that open shot where defense are now starting to cheat over a little more to try to shot. You've created open lanes for your players like where he just dropped whatever it was, 44 the other night or yesterday or whatever it was.
Yeah.
But as we go, that was a breakdown of what we've seen in that 8-game winning streak. Then we go and we play Toronto. You know what I'm saying? And here's what I say to kind of like go against what you were saying, but only for that particular time and within the game situation. Because one, you allowed fucking Pascal Siakam to drop 52 on us. 52 fucking points. Fucking Garden, bro.
Yeah, no.
Like that shit was fucking disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Like I was mad when I seen that fucking stat line and they said, yo, 44, he has 44 fucking points, this motherfucker got? You know what I'm saying? And he ended with 52. Like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Career high.
Like, gotta be.
It's gotta
be close to it.
Yeah.
If not it, tied. Tied his career high. He only did this one other time. you know what, against the Knicks or some dumb
Yeah,
shit.
word.
You know what I'm saying? In the fucking garden. Like,
Yeah,
you gotta
no,
be fucking
that's
kidding
crazy.
me. How dare you allow this motherfucker to do that? Randall, where you was at, Tibbs, you should have fucking adjusted. You got that boy Jericho Sims that could guard all spots. I would have boxed and won that shit. I would have had that boy Jericho Sims following past for Siakam the whole fucking game, denying him the ball. You already know what Levine is going to do. You already know what DeRozan is going to do. Let them do what they do to beat you. You know what I'm saying? Let them have their fucking all-star caliber nights. You know what I'm saying? And why they're the best or considered the best players that are out there in the league. But not this motherfucker.
Yo, the disrespect.
I'm actually
Pascal
that's not even the right.
is
That's
real.
not even the right players. I'm talking Levine and shit. I mean Van Vliet and fucking whoever else is on Toronto, Barnes and. But I was just mad they let that motherfucker do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to go off what you were saying in terms of that is like why I bring that up is because when I want to say it was Randall or Robinson, one of them fouled out that game. You feel what I'm saying?
Probably Robinson.
And you brung Rose in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Which made us real fucking small. You know what I'm saying? And we couldn't deal with Siakam. You know what I'm saying? You should have put Reddish in as for the defensive purposes of that situation. You know what I'm saying? To be able to stand up man to man with them. You know what I'm saying?
And still keep some offense.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because Jalen Brunson, who was having a good game at the end, he missed the tough shots.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then again, when we play
tier 2 shit.
I want to say it's Philly or whatever it is, then he misses the free throws at the end.
Mm-hmm.
We missed 5 fucking free throws. In the losing streak, also these 3 games of losing streak, we have a ton of fucking turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't turn over the ball.
Yeah, it gets sloppy. We haven't shown it. We haven't shown it yet.
Yeah, but
listen, the 8 games in a row is fine, but I would take 3, 4, and then a loss, and then 3, 4, and then a loss. You know what I mean? To just show some consistency. You know, because us having 8 games.
Because if we win and then we lose another 2, and now we got like a 5-game losing streak.
Yeah, or
like it meant nothing.
But
it meant nothing.
But like even right now, like 3 in a row is kind of bad. You know what I mean? That's like,
exactly.
Bro, what you should.
You know what I'm saying? After winning 8, you thought you'd be able to adjust. And you're not.
It's just consistency of the team. It's kind of because think about it, man. We all kind of want to look big picture, and especially in basketball, you know what is it? 82 games. You know, it's that kind of consistency is what proves that you could actually like hold up in the playoffs.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? So that's the kind of shit that kind of shows, you know. So I put a lot of weight on that.
Nah, that's a fact. But I mean, we see what's happening. Like as I actually kind of mixed up the players, but when I brought up Levine is because he's been mentioned in a lot of talks and a lot of trades.
To come through.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, at this point, when I see with the Knicks in terms of what your rotation is and what you're doing and what you're seeing is the way to win and shit like that, I think, you know, if you're not going to play Rose, you're not going to play Reddish, you're not going to play Fournier and got those draft picks. I mean, like, those are the 3 players you need to build your packages around and see what's shop that around as, you know, somebody that you could get back, you know, that could fill a legitimate spot. Like if you get a Zach LaVine and now you're starting him with RJ, you know what I'm saying? Like, or even DeRozan or whoever it might be, you know, somebody that could fill in that 2 or 3 slot, you know,
they're just
because I mean, I think you got the 4 solidified with the money you already spent with Randall, and the same thing with the 1 in terms of Brunson. I mean, if you're gonna get a better center, I mean, you're looking probably at like a Karl Anthony Towns type of thing. So you're giving up too much for it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
and I don't think that's worth it. You know, so
it doesn't matter too much on who we get because obviously there's probably a couple people out there that I wouldn't personally want on the Knicks. But I've said it before, it's kind of like that tier 1 type of player. Mm-hmm. Zach LaVine is tier 2, but on that cusp. Mm-hmm. He would drop 40 on you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
DeRozan is like a tier.
DeRozan is like bottom tier 1 type player.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's that we need these 2 points right now. Here you go, my guy. Here you go, bro. ISO, please. You know.
And that, but not only that, but you know, it's that type of shit that's gonna keep teams honest against
us.
You know what I'm saying? That forces teams to have to plan for a player. You know what I'm saying?
It's what we don't have.
You know, we don't have that.
Like
RJ dropped 44 the other night, and it was beautiful. Like he was like 12 for 20. you know what I'm saying, and 6 for 12 from 3.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like good averages. You know what I'm saying? Like 10 free throws or some shit like that. You know, like he did everything that he needed to do. It wasn't his fault that we lost, but it's like almost like a wasted game. You know what I'm saying? To be that good, and
It's like
we
garbage
see that
points in a way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you know, it didn't lead in the W for us. You know, and that's not a knock against him because I mean, you know, from what we've seen in the beginning of the year to what we're seeing now, you know, he's getting a lot more comfortable and shit like that. You know, we do forget how young he is and you know how much we've depended on him at such a young age, where he's only like 21 or 22 right now. You know what I'm saying? And he's on his like 4th year in the league, possibly starting or 3rd year in the league. And you know, I mean, I think the patience is key. I think the patience is key with him. But in terms of us making that next leap, you know, because as of right now, I can't see us not being within the top 10, at least at the play-in. But if we want to maintain that little 4, 5, 6 position where we're not playing the top, where we're not doing a play-in type of situation, and we're waiting for results of seeing who we're gonna play or some shit like that, we need to make a move.
Right.
I think we need to make a move. And again, like we have multiple draft picks.
Well, if we want to be
multiple number 1 draft picks. So if you have that and Reddish and Rose of people that you're not playing and not looking to play, and Fournier is somebody that you could package into a deal that could eat up some contract money on top of being a shooter for a team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, it makes sense. Make that trade package for Chicago. Send Rose back so you can retire there.
Yeah,
just make it happen.
Get Cam Reddish that'll definitely fill into your a starting role. Get Fournier, somebody that could actually put up some points for you as a shooter. You know what I'm saying? And then you got some, you got some draft equity to look forward to next year because you look like you're in a rebuild. I mean, Lonzo Ball looks like, you know,
he's done.
He's done.
He looks like his career is done.
He looks like he might not play again.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with him. But yeah, Knicks and Dimes, man.
Knicks and Dimes.
Yeah, I got the papers.
Get the papers.
Jonesy 2 times, because I'm gonna go get the papers. Get the papers. You know what I'm saying?
All right, and Dom sack. Where the paper at?
With me. As we end the show, because I had one conspiracy corner.
Okay.
Conspiracy corner, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, there's questions in this world right here. And I don't got the answers, but I'm curious.
I don't got the.
You know what I'm saying? And my shit right now, which I don't know if anybody has seen it, if you fuck with podcasts, if you got shit on Netflix or whatever like that. This is about pyramids. My conspiracy is about pyramids, and well, let me just start to get into it, and then I'll try to break down what my questions are. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a show on Netflix that's called Ancient Apocalypse. It's a 7-part series, and it's about
Graham Hancock. Oh my God! Welcome.
Exactly. Yes. So my man Graham Hancock, he be dropping jewels. He's dropping jewels. You know what I'm saying? He is like talking that shit in terms of like ancient civilizations and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? In times and back. So he in this little ancient apocalypse thing, he's going to different places around the world. We're talking about Indonesia. We're talking about India. We're talking about China. We're talking about, you know, Peru. We're talking about like New Orleans and Ohio in America. You didn't even think about shit like that, right? And even Florida. You know what I'm saying? And some of these islands and whatnot that are over there. Because here's the shit, and here's what it is, and this is why, you know, the pyramid thing is, you know, why for me is like, it's why is it a pyramid? Why was that the go-to thing to build? You know what I'm saying? Or some sort of pyramid type. And then when you look at all these pyramids that are all over the place, like, how are they so precise with the astronomy? You know what I'm saying? Like lining up on the solstice or lining up on the equinoxes or facing the North Star at that time of where it was being built and shit like that. Which we know the North Star is the brightest star in the sky that you see every night. You know what I'm saying? It's the brightest one. So what Graham Hancock does is like he breaks down this background information that a lot of people, kind of like where he says most of the archaeologists stop. You know what I'm saying? So at around the 12,000 year mark before present day, you know what I'm saying? 12,000 years. There's this kind of like you could even refer to it in the biblical sense of this great flood that comes to the earth. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like a one-time thing. It's like over maybe like 100-year period. You know what I'm saying? But you think 100 years is a lot, but the amount of water that came in this little 100-year period, changed the landscape of what we know as Earth right now. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is where the kicker comes in terms of what Hancock has discovered in this ancient apocalypse thing, and why I bring up this pyramid shit is because before that time, before this great flood that they speak of, when the world and the land looked way different. So, for example, when you see Indonesia, and you see Indonesia as like this archipelago, which for those that know is like a group of islands, you know what I'm saying, being, labeled as this country, 12,000 years ago, bro, it's all above water. It's all above land. You know what I'm saying? And this guy Hancock has done some of this deep sea dives over to here, into this like Mali island that is over there and whatnot. And as you go underwater, you see like what looks to be like roads and buildings, like definitely some man-made shit at that time. You know what I'm saying? So the reason why I question just everything that we know, because the deeper you dig, the more further back you're saying that there was some sort of life or civilization and shit like that. And that's what basically this guy Hancock is doing. You know what I'm saying? Because he's saying that like these, whatever you pyramids or buildings or markings in the ground and shit like that, that you possibly, the markings in the ground of like a snake and shit like that you see in like Louisiana, or that you see in Ohio, or these pyramids now that that are like Indonesia, that was not really thought to be a pyramid, that was thought to really be like a dormant volcano type shit. You know what I'm saying? That you're seeing in the ground, but then somebody finally goes over there and realizes what it is. It's a whole different thing. And all of these pyramids are being discovered by this guy Hancock, or just brought up in discussion. But all the archaeologists are kind of like dismissing it off, because they use that great flood as like a marker of time. You know what I'm saying? In terms of relevance of things. You know what I'm saying? Because anything before that, they say, was just basically washed away with the history. But this guy right here is basically saying like, no, it's been running under our noses this whole time. And if you really was to look, we're talking about 25 to 100,000 years ago is when we're really looking at the first civilizations and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And then, when you think about the wormholes of ancient civilization, like the emerald tablets, you know what I'm saying, or what's underneath Egypt and the pyramids over there, like how they have like they say that there's this intricate stuff underneath there, like in terms of the beginning of man and civilization, and it allows you to question everything and what was going on and whatnot. But I mean, just again, like the fucking pyramids, bro. The pyramids of what it is like why was it a pyramid, and like how are they so fucking, like I said, are precise with the astronomy of the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like all over the world, like you have all of these like things being made, but it's like perfect with the sky, though. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
No, well,
I went in right now. Go ahead.
Yeah, nah, well, here's something. I'm going to say something, and it might decrease the mind blowing. Okay? They did all that with precision because we're underestimating how smart civilization was back then. If you stop thinking that these people were hunter-gatherers and just stupid people, just like, throwing spears and shit, you know what I mean? It would make sense. What if they just had that intellectual knowledge and a knowledge of the sky and the stars, because that's something that they could observe. You know what I mean? For countless of centuries and thousands of years, and just give them credit. Like this, they just did it because they were smart. They had technology.
No, I know.
Technology in the sense of not iPhones,
okay,
guys, like
right,
pulleys.
No, I understand that. I understand that. Like I'm with you. I'm with you with that. Like even while I was watching some shit and they was talking about like sound vibration and being able to move
things with sound. Yeah, that
like,
pyramid.
Like
how
so
it's possible.
How you could create a vibration with if you had enough people stomping the ground or some shit like that at the same time, you would be able to cause this vibration that would be able to move rocks and move them quite easily. You know what I'm saying? Large things with the vibration of the ground and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
so I know a decent amount about everything you're talking about. Actually, I listened to the podcast Cosmographia, which is with Randall Carlson.
Oh yeah,
and I'm like, I'm like 50 episodes in, so I know a lot of it. So I completely agree with civilization being a lot smarter prior to what they call as the Younger Dryas boundary, which is that 12,800 year mark, which was the Great Flood, which in theory evidence is pointing to happen because of a massive cataclysm. A series of asteroids and meteors hit us during, I believe it's called the Taurid meteor stream, which happens around June, the end of June. Hit us in the polar ice caps, which melted the caps fast and added fresh water to the ocean, which caused these great floods. And then fucked up climate change, and we go into an ice age. You know what I mean? And set civilization back. You know what I mean? Like obviously we can't even tell because we lost technically our history. We don't even know about it. So it probably set us back. We don't even know. You know what I mean? When he refers back to the city of Atlantis, the first and real account, quote unquote real account, only one we have of Atlantis is from Plato. Plato gets it from his like great grandfather's like friend or whatever that got exiled to Egypt.
Yeah, and I was about to say that
the Egyptians
Atlantis is in Egypt.
And no, they're saying it's probably most likely by Portugal in the Azores. Geographically, when Plato describes where it's supposed to be, that's where it's actually supposed to be. But what he was describing is that he went to Egypt and Solon. Now this is 1,000 years before Plato. Solon is talking to these Egyptians, and the Egyptians is like, you primitive man, you don't even know about your history. You people in Greek or wherever don't even know about your history. I'll tell you about your history. Matter of fact, there's people before you that used to live on your land, and the dude, you start schooling him on all the prehistory of civilization, of humanity.
Nah, good.
No, all I was going to say is that evidence is pointing now with everything coming out that there was a prehistory of human civilization that we've underestimated our whole lives and a generation of lives before from what's put in textbooks. And we're now finding evidence that we haven't been given the credit that is deserved to the people that's been out there. We always thought like, yo, how the fuck is this possible? We just like left it at that. Like, no, well, shit went down. These guys were actually pretty smart. You know what I mean? They had access to all of this. You know what I mean? And we're just thinking that they just came across and started breaking stone and killing woolly mammoths, which evidence is pointing that is not what happened at all.
Wasn't no little small brain people and shit.
Yeah, so I know this conspiracy corner. At this very moment, this is a conspiracy, but there's so much evidence flooding into it that this is becoming reality.
Yeah, no,
and
I know.
It's going to change. Why. It's going to change textbooks. It's going to change history.
And
everything. The way we look at it and everything.
But I was just in terms of me for the pyramid and the part. Like I said, just the pyramid part of it is like everything you're saying is like I feel everything you're saying and everything like that. But what's up with the sky with it? You know what I'm saying? That because I don't feel like the connection is just as clear just yet.
The connection is what destroyed the civilization. The connection to the sky is because they were obsessed with it because they realized what was happening with these meteors. They try to track it. They try to track these when they went through these constellations. That's why shit was etched. And this is giving reasoning to why they were obsessed. It's because shit, like meteors are fucking destroying Earth, taking out fucking legit countries, causing fucking ice ages, and you know what I mean. And so they would have to track this kind of thing or try to, and that is what they're leading toward in terms of that was the obsession. They had to find a way.
If they build a pyramid, they would have an indicator.
They would, or like use it as a tool.
Yeah, like a tool,
or
like
a tool,
like something like
or
they
a
would know, like, oh, this is where the shit changes. Like, oh, this is the rainy season coming. Or this is gonna be a cold season, or this is gonna be our hunting season now, and shit like that.
And
I guess that does make a lot of sense.
And they say, oh, these were built for food space, and probably like a safe house from when like another flood or some shit crazy happens.
Yeah, because I mean? All of them are like kicking inside with houses and shit like that. That's what I mean. And some of the shit in that Hancock that follow, like it's almost like it looks like a pyramid, but it's really like almost like an underground ant farm.
Yeah.
Like there's so many portals and tunnels and rooms, and you see that like some of them was just like rooms to chilling, rooms to sleeping, rooms to bathing.
There's water erosion on the top of the Sphinx, indicating or leading to indicating, you know what I mean, that the Sphinx head is a lot older than what they say the age of it is.
That's why I was saying. That's why I was saying like Atlantis was in Egypt. That's why I was saying because. They like underwater, like you say that it was like it went underwater, like that's what they say that ends Atlantis. It was like
underwater.
It went underwater, but in reality, to me, if that water was there and then eventually went away, all you would have is sand. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like after all of these years of time that the sand has been out there, that was part of the water and some shit like that. Just wind and all types of shit.
Well, desertification is deserts shift. They don't. That's not necessarily because it was an ocean. It was actually a rainforest.
Yeah.
And then it got taken over by the desert. And deserts pick up and they move. They transplant somewhere else. They could go thousands and thousands of miles away, and they could literally just completely just pick up and go somewhere else, and then it's a desert somewhere.
The water erosion part is theorized to be part of one of the great floods that happened, and that's what happened. But that's understand what I'm saying. That's indicating that a whole Sphinx was there. You know what I mean? Already before quote unquote Noah's flood.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? If that's what you want to put it like that.
That's a fact. But It's just you know what it is,
man.
Look into that shit. It really like it was interesting to me. You know what I'm saying? Just when I first heard of the regular pyramids that you heard in Egypt, I was like, wow, this shit is cool. And then you see that it's like, oh, it's lined up with Orion's belt, and it's like, wow, man, that's fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Then you start learning about the shit in like Peru and with the Incas and the Mayans and all of them shit, and you start leaning at them shits, and then you see how their shit all the way on the whole other side of the fucking world. Like if that's not more than one whole side of the world to the other, whether you're a flat earth or a round earth or whatever the fuck you want to call it, the shit is not close. You know what I'm saying? It's not close. And you got these motherfuckers building pyramids to line up with that create shadows and things like that, where like the sun is perfectly shining through the middle of this.
Like at noon.
Thing. At noon.
In summer or whatever.
No, on the first day of summer.
Yeah.
Like to the perfect day.
To the second.
And it's every year. It's not like, oh, he just got it one year and then next year it was a little off and shit.
No, nigga. It's precise.
It's all the time. It's all the time. And that's why I say like that was like what the connections are in terms of like how like they do that. You know what I'm saying? Then now, my bad. Just to say this last thing. Now that this guy Graham Hancock has brought all of this knowledge to all of these other places, like I said, like Indonesia, like India, like America, like just pyramids or these types of like underground or someone thought to be lost and forgotten fucking places is just like been there the whole time, bro.
It's not a coincidence that in a time where nobody could really have communication around the world, supposedly, right? That nobody puts in the factors of like how you saying what the Earth was like. How do they have maps of Antarctica before we were supposed to even sail there? How is it possible? It's because the landscape of Earth was different. Like water wasn't there that it's there today. You know what I mean? And people was moving. We have to give credit. Like, we have to try to open up our mind a little bit and say, you know, what if they did? What if they did sail? What if they did communicate? And because it's too many coincidences, you know, of why they all are obsessed with the sky. Why do they all have a story of a great cataclysm, of a great flood, of something bright coming out the sky? They have a story. They all have a story of a traveler traveling to their village and teaching their village of technology and how to grow in agriculture. Why do they all have these similar stories? You brought up this thing of this Jesus Moses effect thing, that, you know, they all have this hero thing, right? That they all have these similar but
Jesus Christ, Krishna.
But what if we take it all out of like retrospect of an actual God and name and put it to like, what if this is somebody coming after like these cataclysms and actually trying to start back life in a sense of showing someone, this is how you would plant this here, this is how you would build this hut. The evidence is leading towards that. I'm just saying, look into it. And let's shout them out, man. Ancient Apocalypse, Grant Hancock, and Cosmographia. You get that on Spotify or wherever, like YouTube and all that. And that's Randall Carlson. And he'll break it all down, man.
It was both. If you really want to just,
because they work together with it.
If you really like, shout out also Joe Rogan, man, because he's the one that gave him their fucking platform to talk about it and guess like that, to bring it to the masses and more people to see it. Like, because myself that wouldn't know about this show that Chris was talking about, but seeing their interview and then seeing what dropped on Netflix, it made me a questioner. You know what I'm saying? And a believer to a certain extent. But yo, that's it, man. Season finale, Jones Hour.
Hey!
Season 2 wrapped up in the books. Appreciate you, Kush.
Yo,
you already know. And Acid, bro. You already know.
Love you guys.
Everybody that's fucked with us, everybody that's showed one, watched one view, gave one like, gave one comment, shared one time, hit that subscription, randomly just followed it into that shit and started fucking with us. We appreciate y'all. Everybody that's gonna be coming into fucking with us, man, we appreciate y'all too. You know, we ended the season. This is episode 91. Be on the lookout for next year. Jones Hour, season 3. Challenge coming soon.
Oh yeah, somebody's gonna have to eat cake there.
100th episode extravaganza coming soon. Hopefully we'll get the cipher like I want to do. More interviews, more shit. Be on the lookout for new content to still drop. You know what I'm saying? Even though we end in the season and still got some more videos and whatnot to come. So be on the lookout for that on the IG, TikTok, and YouTube. Plus, you know, if you miss us on the live, you know, you got the Spotify, Google, Amazon, Apple, and iHeartRadio. Kush_talk_radio right here. You find him on the Twitter and the IG. You got me, Ozone Jones, on the IG.
Oh, and the TikTok.
And the TikTok,
you know,
Jones Hour.
Kush_talk.
If you want to build with us, Gmail. You already know the joneshour@gmail.com. And again, man, we appreciate anybody that's fucked with us, supported us, even if you hated us. It doesn't even matter, man. We still appreciate the love, even the hate love, and it's all good. But fellas, I just want to say, you know, Merry Christmas to y'all, Happy New Year, and I appreciate y'all, man. I'm happy that we do this. I'm happy that it's the 3 of us that get to do this every week or whenever we can do it. Obviously, we, like I said, or I'm going to say, be on the lookout, you know, for the 3rd season. Maybe it'll be on a new time slot. Maybe it'll be on a new day to accommodate everything that we be trying to do in our personal lives. But obviously, you know, this is where it is something that's just a hobby for us, man. We do appreciate the love. We do have some goals and aspirations. But, you know, if it's one thing for us, man, it's just something that we love to do. And we're going to keep on doing it.
That's a fact, man.
Hey.
Happy New Year to everybody, man. We love y'all, man. Just be on the lookout, man. Gonna be some great things coming, man.
Word. And shout out one of 3 of our biggest supporters, Mrs. Kush, Mrs. Acid, and Mrs. Jones. That always tune in and
the
watch.
Second half.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all make this happen.
That always give us our first views and whatnot on our videos. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't do it without y'all.
Gives us here and there.
Between
me and you.
And also, it also gives us a you know, the time and to do this.
Yeah, word. That's a fact.
You know, hold shit down in the crib and whatnot, but still
love y'all,
man. To do this, man. We appreciate and love y'all. Thanks, babe. And episode 91 in the books, Jones Hour, season 2. You already know. Dropping right now. Outro.
Joe. Exclusion property. Exclusion property. Joe. Exclusion property. Joe. Exclusion property. Joe.